jam some games here. Little toad bird action. Yes, I would like to play first. I think we want to play first. Do we want to go first or second with this deck, Ryan? We want to go first, right? This hand is really good, actually. That's the new MTG Goldfish site. It looks great. It's something the game's been lacking for a long time, so I'm excited to see that. So, Forest of Giant Plants is kind of one of the key pins in this deck. It allows us to evolve our Grass-type Pokemon right away, so basically we can get Rowlet all the way up to its highest evolved form. And we have its second form here, the Dartrix, so we can Forest of Giant Plants, Dartrix, throw a DCE on here, and then Ultra Ball, discarding the Forest and the card we draw for the turn to get the final evolved form, and then Shaymin, draw 6. Seems like a pretty good first hand to kick off the day. This hand's pretty good. Watch our opponent like timeout, since our hand is great. Come on, opponent, come back! I would like to play Pokemon with you. Welcome to everyone. I would not like to put my Shaymin on my bench. Thank you very much. Alright, sweet. Another energy. That's fine. I'm pretty sure DCE is the one I want to put on here. So I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball and bin the grass energies here and grab a Decidueye. So we've got one Decidueye prized and one Dartrix prized. Go ahead and put this on here, and then Shaymin will draw us up to 6 cards in our hand. The Goldfish site, PokeGoldfish.com. This is a new website for tracking Pokemon data. I'm gonna go ahead and end here. It just gives them 6 cards again. We find more stuff to level our Pokemon up. Let's go ahead and level ball here and grab another Rowlet out of our deck. And then we can go ahead and Trainer Mail to see if we find an Ultra Ball to get another Decidueye out onto the bench here. Computer Search. Okay. Huh. Do I want to Computer Search? Yeah, probably, right? So then I get to, God, we get to shape, God, this hand turned out really good. So we get to play this, we get to play this, we get to Computer Search for another Decidueye, and then Shaymin to draw back up again. We are going off, as they say. Draw 6 more, yep. God, this is great. So we put that there. Then we go ahead and we Ultra Ball and discard these two, get the third Decidueye online. Man, what a start. What a fantastic start. Just like stack 60 damage on you on the first turn. Like have Sycamore and this just ready to go. And we can't attack on the first turn of the game, but we can, however, use Feather Arrow, which puts 20 damage on one of my opponent's Pokemon of my choice. So, have 2 damage counters, have 2 damage counters, have 2 damage counters. What a way to kick off the stream. Just like show the power of what we have going on here. That's a Trubbish, so we're gonna need to knock that one out ASAP. So what am I doing here? We're definitely putting this on this, and then I'm putting this on here, and then we're Sycamoring. Deck looks great. I'm great. Yep. Yeah, I mean, let's just, yeah, I think I want to just Feather Arrow and, like, stack damage counters up on the Stork. Because this guy, we're gonna hit, our Razor Leaf attack does 90 points of damage, so this already has 60 on it. So let's just go ahead and Feather Arrow and stack damage up on here. How do I... No, Trubbish has 70 HP, unfortunately. Oh, you know what? I think I made a mistake here. I probably should have put this on here and then retreated back to here so that way I could lock them out of playing items next turn. Hopefully we're still going to win the game, but I could have item locked my opponent with the Seismitoad this turn. So Trubbish evolves into a Pokemon called Garbodor that turns off opposing Pokemon's abilities so they can turn off my feather arrows that I'm using to stack damage counters on all their stuff. But hopefully we're just going to be able to plow our way through this, especially with this Lysandre in my hand. See what they have going on here. Leftover. Ding. Alright, sweet. That was a good, strong start to kick off the stream. Didn't have a lot going on there. Just gonna get him dead. Alright. What's the GX attack do? The GX attack returns 3 cards from your discard pile to your hand. Welcome, everyone. While we battle some expanded today, I'm playing an expanded regional here in 2 weeks in Collinsville, Illinois, so I'm looking forward to getting more practice for that. This guy here's a standard note. We are playing expanded as the stream title implies. Never not heads, little owl coin. Don't fail me now. No! The owl coin! Why do you betray? Why do you betray, owl coin? Correct. No restriction or anything. Ooh, this hand is super awkward. Huh. Did you change a diaper? Oh. Another mulligan. Okay. We shall call him Benedict Owl. Okay, opponent's mulliganing a ton here. They're also playing a Dartrix deck. So we're gonna draw like 6 extra cards here. None of those are particularly good. God, this Sycamore does not feel good. Having to discard these evolutions if we want a Sycamore is not where we want to be in life, that's for sure. Howdy, yeah, this is my normal stream slot. We start about this time. Yeah, Ryan put this together, Sam, and I wanted to give it a try. It seems really sweet. Opponent's got some stuff going on here. While my opponent takes their turn, I just like to take a moment to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Tuesday here. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I said Tuesday a couple times, didn't I? You're Wednesday here with us while we battle some Pokemon TCG. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a professional TCG player / content producer, and welcome to my stream. Play all sorts of different card games here, from Pokemon to Hex to Magic, etc. If you're enjoying what you see and you want to show a little bit of support, I'd encourage you to use that follow button there on the screen. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you want to see and you want to help me produce more content, I'd appreciate it if you do so by subscribing on Twitch, becoming a patron on Patreon. Both of those things are excellent ways for you to help me do more of what I do here. Maybe he will end us. No, he just Sycamored. Maybe he'll put out his own Forest of Giant Plants. How great would that be? Because Forest of Giant Plants is symmetrical, so that would be great for us. Speaking of subscriptions, Nox runs with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate that support. Welcome. All right, N is perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let's go ahead and put this on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball here, I think, and get an Owlet out before we start. We're going to bin Sycamore and a Grass Energy for now, I think. Go ahead and do this, and then N is unfortunately going to put my opponent up cards, but my hand is not doing a whole lot right now, so locking my opponent out of playing items will hopefully make up for what I'm doing here. Okay, so we're looking for... I'm going to go ahead and Trainer Mail. We're looking for a copy of Forest of Giant Plants, which will help our opponent too, but Okay, swing and a miss. I think we're just playing... the Rowlet out now, and then hitting them with the Quaking Punch, so my opponent can't play item cards next turn. Oh, my chat is covering up the amount of cards in my deck here, so let's slide this up slightly. There we go. You think I'll be doing more cord content? We are going to be streaming this evening. About 7.5 hours from now, we will be starting a Magic stream tonight. And I'll be playing with the cord deck that I top whatevered the event this past weekend. So it's attach energies from their discard pile to Pokemon on their bench. That's pretty good. And that did... why did that do 80? Was this weak to grass? It is weak to grass. Okay, so let's evolve. Let's evolve. Let's float stone. Let's float stone. Let's Shaymin. Yeah, probably Shaymin. Alright, Forest of Giant Plants is decent for us. Let's go ahead and slide this out here. And then we can do Decidueye. We can go ahead and Level Ball. Rowlet. And I haven't used my supporter yet. I think I'm going to put this DCE on the... that's a tough call, actually. What would you do here, Ryan? There might be merits to just, like, mowing down this Dartrix, but, like, he almost certainly is going to evolve it into a GX next turn. So I think my Feather Arrows want to go after the Shaymin that I've got some damage on here already. Although I guess he could Sky Return with it, but if he's Sky Returning with this, I think that's fine for us. There might be merit to going after this, too. I think I want to double Colorless Energy my Shaymin and then Olympia into it and then Sky Return this to my hand. But that gives them an opening to play items out of their hand, so maybe that's not particularly good. But I would kind of like to get something going in my hand here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I know this has a Float Stone on it, but I want to heal the 30 points of damage off of it and just get this card out of my hand. So let's do that, and then we'll go ahead and we'll Sky Return here, which returns Shaymin and the energy that's attached to it back to my hand. And I'm going to go ahead and put the Decidueye up here that has a Float Stone on it. Never played Hex or Pokemon TC, just got into TCG. Which one do you recommend getting into first? Which is most fun or close to Magic? If you're looking for something that's similar to Magic, Hex is definitely the game for you. Hex is much, much closer to Magic than Pokemon. Pokemon's very unique in everything it does. Like, Pokemon and Hex are both interesting and fun games. I enjoy playing them both, but Hex is definitely closer to Magic. You do what I did? Awesome. Yeah, I feel like stacking the damage on the Shaymin is going to encourage him to Sky Return with it next turn, which is also a win for us, so... Timer Ball, flip 2 coins, reach edge, sure. You think a Timer Ball could be good in here, Ryan? That's pretty good. So Timer Ball, you flip 2 coins, so it's got a 25% chance of doing nothing, a 25% chance of getting 2 like my opponent did there, and then a 50% chance of just getting 1, which seems fine. Okay, so they're going to stack up another one now, because Level Ball gets a Rowlet. Also, if you're a competitive TCG player, Hex has a lot of chances now. They're announced they're going to be having weekly 1K cash tournaments that you play in client, you know, at home or wherever you're at on your computer. So that's pretty sweet as someone that likes to play TCGs competitively. Oh no! Oh no! It's just an innocent little Rowlet! Why would you do that? You're a monster! You're a monster shooting a little Rowlet with a feather arrow? He's so mean. He's so mean. See if he's got a third one here. He can knock this out. Okay, there's one on the Seismitoad. Wow, they're just gonna let... Why did they put an energy on here if they're just gonna let me kill it? I mean, yeah, let's... actually, let's hammer. That doesn't matter. I'm gonna put DCE on here, I think. Yeah, and then let's Shaymin. Draw a bunch of cards. Let's grab all of these. So I can Ultra Ball, ditch these two, and grab the evolved form of this, and then I could Sycamore. That doesn't seem awful. Oh, I could also just, like, knock out this Shaymin and then, like, Ultra Ball plus Computer Search this turn. So let's do that, actually. Feather Arrow, deal 20 here. And then I can Feather Arrow, deal 20 here. Which knocks that out, which is going to collect 2 prize cards. Hex Maniac and Seismitoad. Yep, that's fine. And I'm not sure if I wanted to get another Toad going or not. So we're definitely doing this and ditching these two and grabbing this out of the deck. And then I think I'm going to Computer Search for the other one. And then we can Sycamore and draw a bunch of cards. So let's do this. And let's go ahead and Computer Search here and ditch these two and grab the other Decidueye out of our deck. Definitely putting this on here. Opponent concedes. All right, sure. And we are gonna have good board going here. So I'm unsure why. I feel like they should have Sky returned with their Shaymin last turn as opposed to using the Fire Hit Flower Energy again. I'm gonna go ahead and put the deck up here on screen for a minute. It smells like I need to change a diaper really quick. Don't go anywhere. The stream's just getting kicked off. We're gonna be going for a few more hours here yet, but you know. Daddy job comes first, so we're gonna go ahead and put this up. Take just a quick, brief break. Thanks for hanging out, folks. And Legacy is a format that basically only exists on Pokemon TCGO, right? It doesn't exist in paper. Waiting for a Pokemon opponent called Flip here. I would like to go first, thank you. No basics here, have to mulligan. Opponent also has no basics. 2 Lysandres, 4 Darks, alright. No basics again. How many basics in this deck? We have 4 Rowlets, 2 Shaymins, 2 Toads. That's not too few. 8. Although we don't really want to start on Shaymins. We have like 6 basics that we're happy to start on. Waiting for opponent to select their starting Pokemon. These are neat sleeves. Tip number 3. Show me Rowlet. Alright, Toad, sure. It's got Toad, it's got a Forest, it's got Trainer Mail, sign me up. Opponent gets to draw an extra card here. Playing some kind of dark deck. Hopefully we don't get trevved on the first turn of the game. Oh, we chose to go first, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and play this. Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail here. Another Forest of Giant Plants. Yeah, I guess I'll take that for now and discard it because I really don't need another one. And then we're just going to go ahead and Sycamore here. Just like get our stuff going. Hopefully find some Rowlets here. That's a little awkward. Alright, so let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. Ditch these two. Go grab a Rowlet here. There is no maximum number. It's just for every time you take a mulligan like that, your opponent gets the option to start with an extra card in their hand. Float Stone's fine. We'll slide Float Stone up onto my Toad here, and then we'll Shaymin and draw 4 cards. Now come in here with Dad. Alright, we found some more Rowlets. We did not, unfortunately, find a... Unfortunately, did not find a middle stage to get a Decidueye out. So we cannot use our Feather Arrow this turn, which is a little sad. Yeah, that's fine. Happy to bin that Shaymin. Shaymin is strictly a liability. Do we have rare candies? We are not playing rare candies. Knock our energy off here. Knock our tool off. Interesting. Okay. You got some candies. Yeah, there's Mildex in standard and expanded. You telling them all about your day? Toddler story time? No, you have 2 candies right here. Okay, you can have 1 more. 1 more. Dad's really bad at saying no. You're just such a good kid. Why would I say no to you? Alright, so what are we doing here? Almost certainly sliding this energy out onto something. And then am I... So they didn't really do anything, so their hand's probably pretty bad. So I think I'm just going to Sycamore here as opposed to ending. Discarding the Decidueye kind of sucks, but I think that's more optimal. Alright, so let's go ahead and slide this out onto here. And then let's hammer twice. I only need to hammer once, I guess. And then I can computer search for another Decidueye, which seems fine. Let's do that and ditch. Do I want to ditch these 2? I don't want to ditch the end, because I would probably like to end next turn. I kind of want to keep the Crushing Hammer as well. Yeah, I'm just going to ditch these 2. I can always get them back with... Okay, so we only have 2 Decidueye. So I've been to Decidueye, and there's another one that's in my prizes. Oh, I don't have a Forest of Giant Plants. Oh, that was a mistake. My opponent could end me now. I don't know why I just had it in my head that I had a Forest of Giant Plants out and could evolve right away. Usually we do. So I shouldn't have Ultra Balled there because my opponent ends me. This is just going to get shuffled away. And like now I computer search for no reason, basically. So you shouldn't tutor if you're not going to use the thing you're tutoring for right away. You should always just hold the tutor, basically. Unless you're worried about getting potentially item locked, which our opponent is not about to do to us. Lysandre. Okay, that's better than N. We might actually use Decidueye-GX attack next turn, so that feels good. Yep, let's go ahead and Crushing Hammer. Heads, dock your energy off. Yep, put this on here. And then, yeah, I'm just going to Sycamore here. Their hand, again, seems pretty bad, so I don't really want to give them another card. Or any new cards. Yeah, Level Balls sound great. Let's go ahead and Level Ball. Grab a Dartrix. We'll Level Ball again and grab another one. Evolve both these nerds. Do I want to Trainer Mail this turn? If I Trainer Mail this turn, what would I be playing? I don't think I'm doing anything if I Trainer Mail this turn, so I think I'm just going to wait, actually. I'm going to go ahead and put an energy out onto this guy. I guess I could have put a DCE on here. Yeah, I probably should have put a DCE on here and just Razor Leafed. Yeah, that's probably what should have happened. That was loose. They don't have any energies on their guy yet. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. So, yep. Let's go ahead and Hollow Leaf here. And grab a Decidueye back from my discard pile. And a Crushing Hammer. And a Computer Search. Yeah, I'm going to do that. You keep an item locked. Yeah, I think I should have just knocked this out, actually. Or, like, work towards knocking this out. Oh, I could have Float Stoned this and then Toaded. That's fair. Yeah, I like that. I like that better, actually. Yeah, so I should have, playing the grass energy was right. I should have Float Stoned and then Toaded him. Yeah, we're not playing Plume, though. I said Decidueye is great, Tom. I hate Vileplume, though. Vileplume seems wildly inconsistent. The notice when you use your GX attack is letting you know that you can only use one GX attack per game. So, like, now that I've used Hollow Hunt, I can't use Hollow Hunt on any of my other Pokemon or any other GX attacks if I had them. Yeah, okay, opponent's hand is just poop, though, so not item locking them didn't matter. But I agree, I should have Float Stone that Decidueye and then use the Toad to continue item locking them, I think. Let's queue up another, shall we? Waiting for the opponent to click. Waiting for the opponent to click. All right. So we'll likely be second. Which is fine. Decidueye is really good. No basics. Yep. No basics again. All of the mulligans. That's fine. There's a Rowlet. Probably want to lead on Toad. He's got more hit points. Put Rowlet on the bench. Sounds like fine. We find a forest of giant plants. We can just like roll right up into Decidueye here on the first turn of the game. Opponent gets to draw 2 extra cards because we mulligan twice and they draw a card for their turn. Playing against a Dark Ray variant of some sort, so each of their Pokemon that has a dark energy attached to it will have no retreat cost. Oh, I didn't even notice that there were sleeves on the deck. I'm just playing what Ryan put together. I haven't edited the deck at all. You're right, normally we don't use sleeves or any cosmetic extra crap. Yveltal, sure. What's that, Penta? Weekly, you're not wrong, Penta. You'd be very correct. So Yveltal here has 170 hit points, and its Evil Ball attack does 20 damage more times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. Jirachi lets my opponent get a supporter out of their deck into their hand when they play it out here, so probably going to see like an N or a Sycamore or something like that. Yep. Yveltal here disables tool effects and does extra damage to EX Pokemon on my bench, so this is something to keep in mind when we Shaymin. Hey Ryan, did we want to try a Shaymin Origuru split? By the way, I think I'm going to try that in here. I've been pretty happy with that split in the decks that I've been trying it in without Hoopa, so I think I might give that a go. One Shaymin, one Monkey Man. We also don't have that many basics, so like it'll minimize some of our Shaymin starts. Opponent's playing Battle Compress here, which lets them get 3 cards out of their deck into their discard pile here. What do you think about cutting a card for Special Charge and Rainbow Ray? I'm already playing 1 Special Charge. That's the one that puts 2 cards into the deck. I'm not sure that we need 2 Special Charges. Yay, opponent's got a pretty good start here. They're gonna fill their bench up with another Shaymin. I mean, like, they've got a lot of Pokemon going, but like they haven't elixired or dark patched or anything yet. So like they haven't built up extra energies. They've got energies in here, so is the patch coming? Sure. So they get to patch onto something. They have another patch? Nope. Alright, let's start on this. Tails, rats, tails fails. Play this. Wow, that's bad. Yep. Done. Our turn 1, slightly less impressive. Slightly less impressive than opponent's first turn. Opponent did, in fact, just play like 15 cards in their first turn. Alright, Trainer Mail. I'm counting on you here. Find us something this time. Well, that's a forest of giant plants, I guess. That technically kind of counts. Kind of. Let's slide this on out, and then put Decidueye here. And then, I think I'm just going to start Feather Arrowing the Jirachi back here. This only has 90 hit points, so I'd like to knock it down. Oh, jeez, is that lethal? That's 120 exactly, isn't it? Yes, it is. Rough. Alright, this is it. This is our one last shot. It's our chance to blow. Oh no, we died. Alright, so let's go ahead and Feather Arrow onto here. Scale of 1 to dead, firmly sliding towards the dead side of the scale. Let's Hollow Hunt GX and get this, and this back to our hand. Alrighty. So opponent's hitting for 120 currently, so they're on the 2-shot our Decidueye plan. Okay, so our Dark Patch probably gonna get the Yveltal going. Oh, they're powering up their Dark Ray. That makes sense, I guess. No, I liked my forest of giant plants. Well, now we're where my giant plants live. They needed their forest home. Oh no! While my opponent continues bodying us here, I'd just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for hanging out here today. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching here on Twitch. So thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us while we battle some Pokemon TCG. Okay, there's a Rowlet, who can no longer evolve because the forest is empty. Oh, thank God, there's an N. There's an N. We found one. We did it, fam. We found a card. Alright, Crushing Hammer. Flip a coin. Never lucky. N. Shuffle our hand back into our deck, get 6 new ones. Still die. All right. Yep. Look at. Oh yeah, we dead. We super dead. In fact, we were bound to hit a bad run eventually, right? First few games, we just slaughtered them pretty well. Let's go! Working our way up to the 1670 points here for 5 packs. Sounds awesome. Owl coin, why do you betray me? Constantly. That's all I do. All I do is get betrayed by my owl coin. We flip it, and it comes up tails. You are not wrong, Phoenix Lance. You are not wrong. So, Pokemon at their higher level tournaments, like regionals and worlds and stuff like that, are best of 3. This game, the digital client, is best of 1 for the sake of time. Alright, we've got a Rainforest, we've got some level balls, we've got an N, we've got an energy. Pretty reasonable opener. Pretty reasonable opener here. Best of 3, and yep, you just play your same 60 for all 3 games. That is correct. So opponent's got Yveltal sleeves, so... Ugh. You're getting heavy, kid. Opponent's waiting to pick extra Pokemon and Pokewomen for their bench. Good. Let's all just appreciate the adorable Rowlet here for a little while. This grass quill Pokemon, if you will. You like Rowlet too? You think it's funny? Yveltal sleeves. Oblivion Yveltal in play. Oh, savor the flavor, my friend. Savor the flavor. You gonna savor the flavor of these sweet tarts, child? I should hide the rest of these. Acrobike hype! So my opponent has put a Darkrai here on their bench. It's a 188 point Pokemon that its Dark Pulse attack does 20 damage plus 20 more for each Dark Energy attached to all of your Pokemon. I mean, there's still skill involved. It's just they're higher variants than games that are not best of 1. For sure. And these, games like Pokemon and Hex and all these other games, they have variants by design. That's one of the reasons I really like Hex. Like, Hex has a focus on generating quality gameplay as opposed to just, like, generating fast games. A lot of these games feel like they just have such a big focus on, like, let's play quick games as opposed to good games. Alright, let's grab a Rowlet here. And then we'll go ahead and grab a Drizzix, which is the center stage. Dartrix, Drizzix, whatever. We'll grab this guy. This nerd, get in here. Get in here, nerd. Evolve him up here. Play out this grass energy. Play out this N. We'll shuffle our hands in and draw 6 cards. Yeah, you and me both. I am super excited about the direction Hex is heading. Decidueye here for sure. I think I'm going to put the Float Stone on here. I don't think I want a Hollowed Hunt here, so I'm actually just going to retreat this. Yeah, that's fine. For one of my Rowlets here, I'm going to go ahead and Feather Arrow this nerd, and then pass the turn. Rizzo and DZ. That's a break. What does the break do? Attack does 30 damage. Oh, God. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I liked my hand. Thank you very much. This attack does 30 to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's gross. Well, suddenly wishing I had used my GX attack last turn. Burst Seeker. Alright, well, I can evolve this, I guess. And then, put some damage on here and pass the turn. Don't have a lot going on, unfortunately. Energy switch. Okay, so we're kicking this up to here, and then he's gonna knock my guy out and hit my bench. Man, if I would have just used my GX attack on the first turn. Ugh. Delinquent was a nasty one. I was like pretty certain I was going to Sycamore the following turn, so like I don't think I'm supposed to play around the Delinquent there. Feel free to comment in chat if you feel differently and why. I wonder if my opponent has an N and is just like tanking. Oh, we're swapping my Decidueye up. Sure. Nope. Oh, I guess that makes sense. I'm kind of confused here. Oh, they don't have another energy. Sure. All right. Well, you know, just keep doing what we've been doing here. Can't retreat. Just pass. Sycamore. Yep. So last card an N. Oh, roller skates. Weird. Oh, didn't you roller skates first? Maybe they had the Sycamore last turn? Yeah, right. Nice Ultra Ball. Get back to level balls. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Since I had all the Rowlets on the bench. Okay. So I did just mess up then. I mean, all right. That already has 150 on it, so I'm going to put a damage back here. And then we'll Hollow Hunt and grab this, and Sycamore. So yeah, so I should have GX'd that first turn that I retreated this. Get the level balls and just something else back. And then I'm insulated from the Delinquent and they get to Sycamore and actually play a game. Let's do. Sure, it's asleep. Got it. Whenever they put energy on it, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. So we're going to get Baleful Knighted here. We'll take 120, and this will take 30. Eevee, okay. So I've got Umbreon GX in their deck. Oh wait, this is 30 to one of your opponents. I'm confused as to what they did there. Alright, let's do this. Am I supposed to Ultra Ball here? Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm supposed to Shaymin. To like give myself the most chance to see the most cards. Yeah, there's another one of those in here anyways, because I need a forest of giant plants too still. If we hit a double colors energy, we can knock this out, which would be great. Okay, there's a forest of giant plants. Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail, see what we find. Crushing Hammer versus Ultra Ball. I think I'm just supposed to grab the Ultra Ball here so I can grab the... I think I just grabbed the Decidueye here. Yeah, let's do that. Then we can Sycamore. Yeah, the GX or the break Pokemon are definitely difficult to read. That is definitely true. Man, seriously? I really didn't find a double colorless energy? Maybe I'm just supposed to have... Yeah, I shouldn't have taken that, actually. Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm going to Ultra Ball here and ditch Lysandre and this and grab the other Shaymin out of my deck. The other Shaymin isn't in my deck. Okay. Yep. Things that feel bad for 100. Alright, well. Things could be going better. Let's do this on here, and then I guess I could tactically retreat this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It lets it stay up longer. Let's go ahead and Feather Arrow this guy. If I would have gotten into a third Decidueye, I could have knocked out his Eevee on the bench, which would have been nice. Hey, Toolet. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and pass the turn here. It's unfortunate that we didn't hit the DCE so we could knock out the Yveltal. That would have been really nice. Take 3 other energies off the table and make their Darkrai much worse. If I wouldn't have taken the N, I would have been able to... If I wouldn't have taken the N, I would have been able to... God, son of a... Well, that's fine. I didn't want all these cards anyways. Yeah, not GXing the first turn of the game was 110% the mistake. Yeah, I guess, well, we'll take one more draw, I guess. And I should have taken the N there, because, like, I would have gotten one more draw. If I wouldn't have taken the N, I would have gotten one more draw with my Shaymin, which could have led me into double colorless energy to get to knock this out. Like, just a lot of things that would have gone differently, which is really small mistakes. Yeah, that's a Toad. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and pack it in. So it should have GX'd on the first turn, and then probably firmly body our opponent that game if we just have the extra resources from that. Like they were floundering around, not doing a whole lot, and like we basically just passed the turn 3 turns in a row, just dealing 20 points of damage. Look, if you're gonna hang out here on this stream, you should know that I'm going to pronounce the Pokemon names wrong consistently, and I'm going to continue doing it regardless of what you say in chat. It's just something you're going to have to learn to live with. Opponent playing some kind of Garbodor deck, so getting item lock going on the Seismitoad is probably going to be pretty important. I'd like to take an extra card. Okay, this opponent's playing an Mewtwo deck. Put this on here, do this, ditch these two, go get a Shaymin. Yeah. Put this on here, and then Shaymin looking for a forest of giant plants. That's really sad. I'm gonna go get a Toad, I guess, before I Sycamore here. Slide this out, play Sycamore. Just getting into Hex and still learning the basics. Would you point me to a good resource for constructed decks? Are decks expensive compared to Magic? Nothing is expensive compared to Magic. Just like, let's just put that firmly out there. Hex, Pokemon, just nothing is expensive compared to Magic the Gathering. Rawr, tackle. Oh, I 10 out of 10 should have switched this, right? Yeah, this is just, like, gonna die. Yeah, I should have switched that. Resources for fighting decks. You're going to want to take a look at hexmeta.com. Whoa, opponent's got nothing going on. God bless. All right, so let's slide this out here. Let's put this on here. Do I want to Shaymin? I really don't think I want to Shaymin. If it just, like, takes up a slot on my bench here. Yeah, not a problem. You have any questions about specifics, feel free to ask here in chat. Man, still don't have a... That's annoying. I guess I'm going to Ultra Ball and ditch these two for now. Go get another Rowlet, I think. I don't really think there's anything I want to computer search for. I think I'd rather wait a turn. I guess I could have gotten the Forest of Giant Plants this turn, but that doesn't seem particularly better than just getting another Rowlet. Now, Magic's prices correlate to the fact that they make it they make all of their staple cards be mythics, basically. So there's the M Mewtwo. It does damage based on the amount of energy attached to both Pokemon. Oh no! Oh no, the garbage Pokemon is on the bench. Alright, so let's evolve this. Let's evolve this. Let's put a DCE on here, and then I'm going to go ahead and... Am I ending or Sycamoring here? Probably just Sycamoring. Alright, there's a Forest of Giant Plants. God bless. Let's Level Ball. Grab another Rowlet out of our deck. See what this Trainer Mail finds. When did he do one of those last turns? He didn't have them. My opponent just played a Sycamore out, so they likely didn't have those as an option last turn. Let's Trainer Mail here, see what we find. I already have Sycamores in my hand. I'm going to grab the Forest of Giant Plants as a backup in case they knock this stadium out of play. I'm going to use my Decidueye-GX to stack up damage on this garbage Pokemon on their bench. We want to get this nerd out of here ASAP because he can shut off Pokemon abilities. And then we'll go ahead and Quaking Punch here, which will lock my opponent out of playing items again next turn. There's another energy. So this has 4 energy between the two of us. This is hitting for 130 currently. If my opponent can't evolve the Trubbish, we'll be able to knock it out next turn with the Decidueye-GX on the bench. That's unfortunate. So it's got 100 hit points, so I'm going to need to get this other Rowlet into a Decidueye in order to keep that down. Oh, I guess I could have gotten a Lysandre to deal with this. That's potentially could have been a good idea. Crushing Hammer. Heads, 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 heads. Tails always fails. All right, so let's go ahead and Sycamore. I could Sycamore. Yeah, I'm going to Sycamore. All right, perfect. Level Ball grabs us our Dartrix out of the deck. The game just functions on a completely different axis than Magic does. You can't think about these cards in the same way you think about Magic cards because the game just doesn't work that way, is the best way I can put it. Opponent, they cannot play tool cards where under item lock. I'm going to go ahead and grab this Float Stone here, I think. Yeah, correct. Yeah, people, and let's not even call it people. Let's just say jerks or rude people that speculate on Magic cards are part of the reason the game costs so much. Like, there's people hoarding Magic cards that don't even play the game. So we'll knock out this garbage Pokemon here. Get to grab a prize card. Yep, you want your tablet? Alright, what do we get here? We got a... Oh, okay. What do I want to do here? The Seismitoad's going to get knocked out by my opponent's... Seismitoad's going to get knocked out by my opponent's Mewtwo this turn, but that's probably fine because it item locks them for another turn. And then next turn, I can hopefully find a Grass Energy and knock this out with the Razor Leaf attack. So they're going to get to KO my guy, but I'm likely going to get to KO theirs next turn. You're also locked out of playing items for this turn. I don't have anything going on. Sweet. Let's put up this Decidueye because it has a Float Stone on it here. I'm going to go ahead and Float Stone this one. I'm going to go ahead and play this Level Ball. I don't think it has anything to get. Okay. And then... Oh, there's only 3 cards in my deck. Oh. Oh, huh. Huh, that's bad. I should have looked at what was in my deck. All my grass energies are discarded. Oh. Huh. Huh. Alright, well, we're probably dead. Because all my grass energies are gone and I wasn't paying attention. I should pay better attention to that. There's only 4 grass energies. Let's just go ahead and try and Feather Arrow down the opponent's squad here. We might be able to, like, Feather Arrow our way through. We've got, if we, like, knock one of these guys out, we can Verse Seeker and N. And, like, N to put extra cards back into our deck. Maybe I should have tried to kill the Mewtwo. Maybe. That's fair. I mean, part of the problem is here is I have this tiny squirrely child here sitting in my lap, so like there's a lot of things going on. In addition to the squirrely child, I've got a chat that I'm trying to read, making sure the stream's staying up. Lots of clicking and things going on. Yeah, Ryan mentioned maybe wanting a Super Rod, but honestly, I probably could have just managed my resources better. Like, playing a card like Super Rod as a crutch for playing Sloppy doesn't seem like optimal deck building. Renegade Rallier is great if there are Eldritch Revolutions in your deck. And this deck might want a Super Rod, but like, we need a Super Rod because we were sloppy is a bad reason to include a Super Rod. We need a Super Rod because we're consistently getting into situations while playing optimally where we need a Super Rod is a different story. So like those are the types of things you want to look at and consider when deck building. I mean, we've played what 6 or 7 games now already, and we've yet to want a Super Rod. Oh no! Oh no! Where are my Rowlets at? Where are my Rowlets at? To me, my Rowlets! Man, we are mulliganing a lot. Alright, there's a Rowlet. There my Rowlet at. Opponent gets to draw like 5 extra cards here because we mulliganed a bunch. Hey, Dark Wonders, life is swell! Enjoying some Pokemon with a new expanded deck. Hex announced they're doing weekly giant cash tournaments. What's not to love, really? Unfortunately, this hand is kind of awkward. If this hand had a forest of giant plants in it, it would be lit AF. Thankfully, since we're on the play, we have this N to take away all the extra cards we gave to my opponent. Together Icon with the 8-month resubscription. Subscribe for the Hex, stay for the Owl Coin. Welcome back. I do appreciate the continued support. Let's Trainer Mail first. See what we find. We found the forest of giant plants. Excellent. Never played Pokemon before. How does the mulligan system work? So you can only mulligan if you don't have any basics in your hand. And then, every time you mulligan because you don't have a basic in your hand, your opponent gets to draw an extra card. Grab a Decidueye here. It looks like 2 of our Dartrix might be prized here. So I already played a supporter for the turn, so no point in Verse Seekering and letting them know what the last card in my hand is. So we'll just go ahead and hit them with this, and the next turn we can Sycamore. It's an optional draw, so you can't just, like, build a deck with 1 basic and then, like, deck your opponent out. The draws are optional. Why didn't I Shaymin and draw 5? Do you think that was better there? Maybe that's better? Hex Maniac, rude. That's super rude. Forest the giant plant, sure. Yes, it is. It is really good. You're not wrong. Let's go ahead and do this, and then looking for a float stone ideally here. Olympia for now. This is just gonna die to poison though, because I can't switch it out. Yeah, I can't really Ultra Ball. I guess I'll Ultra Ball for another Rowlet. I can't Shaymin because Pokemon abilities are turned off this turn. Oh, it didn't die from poison because I knocked out the thing. Right, sweet. I knew that. No, I didn't know that. A special energy. This card, oh, plasma, sure. Well, they just got nothing going on either. That's beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Let's go ahead and Sycamore. Hey, you just gotta believe. The owl's not down quite yet. Crushing Hammer. Sad. Crushing Hammer. Sad. Float Stone. Retreat! Retreat! Toad. Shaymin. Draw some cards here. Looking for our center stage here. There's our center stage. Let's go ahead and put this on here. Did I play energy out yet this turn? I did not. Let's get that item lock going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that item lock going. Alright, so let's go ahead and body this monkey man with a feather arrow. You get up to 40. Let's body this monkey man with the feather arrow. You get up to 60. Let's give him the old 1-2 toad punch here. Get him up to 90. Toads and birds, ladies and gentlemen. Toads and birds. All about them toads and birds. Toads and birds, yeah. Got a whole lot of nothing going on. What's this do? Each of your Pokemon cannot be affected by special conditions. Am I supposed to knock this out? What does this attack do? You may search your deck for 2 and attach them to one of your... That doesn't really do a whole lot. I'm pretty sure that I don't have another center stage Pokemon in my thing. Yeah, they're all prized. Hammer. Oh, that's sad. Let's go ahead and put energy on here. Do I want to knock this out? I feel like I'm supposed to knock this out. Yeah, because my center stage is prized. Yeah, let's just talk. Just join, don't play much Pokemon. How does this deck work / what does it do? Well, this deck is based around item locking our opponent with Seismitoad's Quaking Punch attack while assembling Decidueyes on our bench to use their Feather Arrow attack and sometimes attacking with their Razor Leaf and Hollow Hunts. We are not running good with the hammers. You are not wrong. OP's just got a whole lot of diddly squat going on. I think I'm actually just going to Lysandre this nerd. And I'm going to go ahead and start just Feather Arrow stacking up on their EX here on the bench. And then we'll just keep Quaking punching this monkey. Just punch the monkey! You mean Hammer as an ability? No, Hammer as in... Crushing Hammer, you flip a coin if heads, discard an energy attached to your Pokemon. And the lockout is complete and our opponent concedes, so... Score 1 for the Bird Toads. Never underestimate the frog punch. Underestimate the frog punch, it's gonna come and get you. Finally made another stream. Toolet for you. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I would like to go first. Thank you. Slap the monkey. Opponent's also mulliganing here. Ultra Ball, Skates, Hypno Laser. We playing against Donk? This looks like Donk. So, the thing about Pokemon TCG and coin flips is that unlike other games like Magic, they're just literally putting coin flips into your deck as opposed to all of the figurative coin flips that the other games often have. My opponent is definitely playing Donk. The other games have figurative coin flips and cards like Collected Company and Aetherworks Marvel and stuff like that. Like, those games have variance-fueled cards that see consistent play, and you choose whether or not you want to put those variance-filled cards into your deck at the time of deck construction. So, don't blame the card game for decisions that you've made while deck building. This hand is awful. It's real, yes. Result in fewer cards. Both our Shaymins are gone. So let's do this and ditch these two. And then I'm pretty sure they just can't beat a Decidueye on 240. So I'm pretty sure we just do... We're just supposed to, like, lose everything here and just get the Decidueye online. You can't do that. You can do that in Pokemon. You can just not play the cards that involve coin flips. There are yeah, 240 hit points, nerd. Get donked this. I've donked plenty in my time. I know how to out-donk the donkers. In Pokemon, you just choose to not play the coin flip cards. There are plenty of decks in both the constructed formats of Pokemon, Expanded and Standard, that don't involve cards that flip coins. By choosing to play cards that flip coins in your deck, you're choosing to introduce variance into the game that you're playing. That's how it is. Plain and simple. You have control over the cards that go into your deck. What is Donk? Donk is a deck that aims to end the game on the very first turn of the game, but it has a ceiling of how much damage it can do. I think it's like 180 or 190, so by putting a 240 hit point Pokemon out on the first turn of the game, our opponent basically can't win the game anymore. If you check my YouTube channel, which is linked in the stream information below, if you're on mobile, you just tap the screen and hit I. Look for the deck titled Latios Cheese. We talk about what that does there and have some videos of it in action. Well, that was a clutch draw. So, Forest of Giant Plants. Let's get our Decidueye online here. Let's lead on Trainer Mail. Think I'm grabbing the Verse Seeker here. Am I? Am I really, though? Yeah, I think I'm just hitting done here and then Ultra Balling for Shaymin. And Shaymin lets me draw 6. This ended up a little medium. That's unfortunate. We have a hammer and a float, but we don't have a lot going on now. We unfortunately missed hitting an energy. I guess we get a draw step next turn at it. Grab another Rowlet here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out on here, and then Feather Arrow, and then pass the turn. So I would like to draw a Sycamore or a Shaymin or an N for next turn. While my opponent takes their turn here, I'd just like to take a moment to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with all of us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a professional TCG player / content producer. Welcome to my Twitch channel or YouTube channel if you're watching the archive there in the future. If you're new and you're enjoying what you see, I'd encourage you to show a little bit of support by using that follow button there on the screen. It doesn't cost you anything and helps other people find my content. If you're really enjoying what you want to see and you want to help me produce more of this content, you can do so by subscribing on Twitch for $4.99 a month or becoming a patron on Patreon. Both of those get you access to a couple of different goodies that you can find in the description there. Another great way to support the stream is check out our sponsors. The Super Rodcast, their logo on the side of the screen, is a competitive focused Pokemon TCG podcast that you can find on iTunes and SoundCloud and Twitter and Facebook. Definitely check them out if you want to just get better at Pokemon TCG in general. They always talk about the latest decks and things of that nature. So another great way, I mentioned my YouTube channel earlier. If you want to see more of my content, you can check that out by looking on... Who do I want to take an energy off of here? I think it's just this one. You can check out my content on my YouTube channel. All my streams get archived there. They get broken up by game, by deck, by matchup. You can watch just the content that you care about. This deck can technically donk. You can attack for lethal on the first turn of the game with this deck. 110% is the thing that can happen. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot going on here, so we're just like nicking them for 20 and passing the turn. No, I really don't attend Grand Prix. Grand Prix are very expensive to attend, and the prize payouts that they have are not reasonable for the entry fee and the size of the tournaments that they are. It's basically like taking money and flushing it down the toilet. I'd much rather take that money and like invest it into more cards or like upgrade my computer or just, you know, do anything else. Grand Prix are miserable value. Well, now that they've got some stuff going on, we're going to need to hit something here soon or we're just going to die. I mean, like, if opens are within driving distance, they're super reasonable. Like, flying to any Magic tournament's basically a spew. This deals damage based on the amount of dark energy and all this stuff, so that's 100. So we're probably going to retreat this turn. Sycamore. Toad, sure. Alright, well, let's retreat this guy for the Shaymin, and then Feather Arrow. Right? And like honestly, like Hex just announced that they're like having cash tournaments every weekend now that you just like get to play in client at home from wherever you want. So it's like, why would I pay hundreds of dollars to travel across the country to a chance to play for cash when I can just like do it from my house? Just 5 more turns to knock out the Darkrai. Oh yeah. We just had only 1 trainer mail this game, no Sycamores, no ends. Man, we are super dead. Super duper dead. Don't even need pants to play Hex. Exactly. They ask you to leave Magic tournaments when you show up without pants on. It's really annoying. What's the entry and prize like for SCG Opens? They're $50 in entry, and they have 20,000 in prizes to the top 64 players, which is less overall than Grand Prix, but the average open size is much smaller than a Grand Prix. The average open is only between like 400 and 1,000 players, as opposed to 2,000 plus at most Grand Prix, or 2,000 plus at a lot of U.S. domestic Grand Prix. So it's like half the entry fee. Oh no! Pokemon Center Lady! That's like a turn and a half for us! Oh no! No! Rowlet! No! Rowlet, you were so young! You're so young. That's the worst part about streaming. I have to put pants on. Come on! Ah, God. Alright, fine. Now we're dead. We tried, fam. We did it. We floundered around as long as we could. Alright. Remember, variants by design, can't win them all. Oh, Owl Coin. Oh, Owl Coin. This hand... Oh, please don't end me, opponent. This hand is very good. God, why couldn't we have won this coin flip? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Fire Pokemon. Oh, no. My opponent's got fire Pokemon. Oh, no. Oh, no. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Boo, doo, doo, doo. Do, 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 do. My poor little owl. Do, 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 do. Oh, they chose to let me go first. God bless them. Get the old Rowlet out here, and then we'll Shaymin and draw some Pokemon cards. Another Decidueye. Feather Arrow. All done. So, would have liked to have found our way into a supporter or like a second Decidueye here for the bench, but is what it is, what it is. What's the difference between expanded and standard? Well, our item lock card that we're playing is Seismitoad as opposed to playing Vileplume. Like, trying to run through two different evolutions of Pokemon seems really, really tough. Rainbow Road, do you think so? It could just be Volcanion. It could be Road. It could be Volcanion, though, too. If you have Volcanion sleeves and deck box here. Hoopa. Hoopa! So Hoopa's going to tell us what kind of deck they are. Hoopa's going to search 3 EXs up out of my opponent's deck here. Yep. Expanded Volcanion. Which is probably worse for us than Rainbow Road. Old power heater for double here. Oh, N, that's a good hit. It's hammer time. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. It's hammer time. I think I'm just supposed to N and try and hit a DCE for this. God, that's unfortunate. I don't really want a Hollowed Hunt here. Stack some Feather Arrows up on this nerd. The old hide behind the Shaymin plan. We hit with the hammer, yep. My opponent says so. I mean, why would my opponent lie to me? They are steaming right out up here. Glad we retreated our Decidueye here. Big bucks, no Lysandre. Big bucks, no Lysandre. Big bucks, no Lysandre. Big bucks, no Lysandre. The old blacksmith, sure. That's 110, alright. Down there, yep. They are not free. This card is a supporter, which you can only play one supporter per turn. Using up your supporter effect has a very, very real cost to it. People that are coming from other games aren't used to how the resource system in this game works, and it leads them to saying things like, oh, X was free and you didn't have to pay anything for it, and that's just could not be further from the truth. These cards have a very, very real cost to them. I think I just want to grab a Dartrix here. I guess I could grab a Shaymin here. What do we like here? Do we like grabbing Shaymin or do we like grabbing the Dartrix? I'm probably supposed to grab the Shaymin, right? 28 cards. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to. Okay, sweet. And let's go ahead and Trainer Mail here. Grab the Level Ball. Sweet. So Shaymining ended up working out, but I think we're objectively just supposed to Shaymin there. Let's go ahead and Level Ball for the Dartrix. Retreat this back to here. Let's start stacking damage on this Volcanion here on their bench. Deal some damages. Got all the feather arrows are belong to us. Let's go ahead and give them the Quaking Punch here so they can have items next turn. Oh, Andy's weak. That's good for us. Look at the old 1-2 Quaking Punch. Okay. Is there any deck good against the Volcanion deck? One of the Archie's Blastoise variants has to be good against this, right? Like, everything they have is weak to water, so they're looking for more fire energies here. Yep, so there's another steam up, so they're going to get to Volcanion Heat and knock this out. Excuse me. Yep, 190, so they're down to just 2 prize cards left here, unfortunately. Do we have an N in here? We do. That's good for us. Let's go ahead and slide this up here. N's going to take away most of the cards out of my opponent's hand, which is nice. Okay, Rowlet's actually a great draw. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball here and ditch these 2 and go grab the last Seismitoad out of my deck. And then let's play this out here, and then Verse Seeker for N. And N's going to shuffle my hand of nothing into my deck and give me 6 cards. So I'm going to shuffle their hand of a bunch into their deck and give them 2 cards. Oh, that's really bad. We were hoping to draw a double colorless energy here. Huh. So I can put this here. It's Crushing Hammer. Hit. Sweet. Yeah, I think I have to take energy off of this one. And then Trainer Mail, see what we find. I already played a supporter this turn. Hex Maniac's kinda decent. I kinda want to draw more cards next turn, though. Am I supposed to Ultra Ball for the last Decidueye out of my deck? Maybe. Another Hammer's pretty good here. Sweet. Feel like I'm just supposed to take the one off of here. Almost certainly have to retreat this. I think I'm supposed to hold on to this Sycamore for now. I'm gonna put this on here, and then, yep, just go ahead and stack up the feather arrows. Oh, that's such a good idea. I forgot about that. Yeah, well, we're committed to this line now. I already played my energy. Dead to Lysandre. Did do a lot here. So they have a good... Yeah, Baby Volk. Yeah, I could have knocked that out. Special Superior Energy Retrieval. So that kills us. Yep. We were dead either way there. Wait, that was an item. So if we would have item locked them, they wouldn't have been able to do that. It's unfortunate. Right. Come on, Owlcoin. We're going to hit heads for at some point today. Nope. Just never going to be heads. Oh, Owlcoin. Why have you forsaken me? Oh, Owlcoin. Oh, Owlcoin. Do, 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 do. This hand doesn't do anything. I guess it evolves at some point. I agree, Ryan. It's amusing to play for sure. What's the deck today? Right now, we are playing a Decidueye Seismitoad deck, and we're probably going to switch to playing some Expanded Rainbow Road here in a little bit, because that's the deck I'm pretty sure I'm playing at the regional coming up. Wanted to just test this out, though. It's playing some Sun and Moon cards that Ryan thought were interesting. Some kind of Brazong. Maybe they're a Slaanego deck here. Have to be Slaanego, right? Another Shaymin, sure. What's the deck trying to do? Is trying to item lock its opponent with a Seismitoad while your Decidueyes stack up the Feather Arrow attacks for 20 points of damage a pop. You can also use Razor Leaf on the Decidueyes to, like, two-shot a lot of things. And we have a lot of the Decidueyes have a lot of hit points. They tank pretty well. Yep, there's a Brazong. There's the Cosmog. Okay, so they are playing a Slaanego deck. Alright, so we literally have nothing going on. So I'm just gonna Lysandre this and then put a DCE on here and pass the turn. Need a Shaymin or a Sycamore or an N here. We might not quite have a high enough... Oh. The Ultra Road is here. So there's the Solgaleo. Hey, they end us. God bless. And this is a good example here of why I didn't burn that level ball. If I would have used that level ball, we would have just lost the Pokemon we searched for with it. So now we still have that level ball in our hand. This reduces damage from grass, but they did not put it that way. They just bench locked us. That's fine. We have a forest of giant plants anyways. Why are we anti-metal box? What are we doing specifically that's good in this matchup? What does this special metal do, by the way? All damage done is reduced by 10. Sure. Metal Links lets him put energy from the discard pile onto his bench Pokemon. And then his Ultra Road's going to let him swap this in. Our hand's pretty good now, since our opponent ended us and gave us a fresh one. We get to play Forest of Giant Plants out, and then Dartrix and Decidueye, and then slide an energy out onto here. Wow, they've got nothing going on. Well, that's a good pickup, too. So let's do this, and then do this, into this, into this, into this, into a level ball for this. Into this. Into this. Into this. Into draw 3. Computer search. Does computer search do anything I'm interested in doing right now? Not particularly, so I'm just going to hold off. I'm going to go ahead and start stacking up damage on the Solgaleo back here. Actually, maybe attacking the Brazong is better there, because that's like kind of their engine. It's possible I'm supposed to be knocking this down first. I could have gotten a Float Stone there, sure. Wow, they just Sunsteel Strike. Deal. I have a Lysandre in here? I do. I should just knock this out, right? I should just put this up and knock this out. That feels like the line here. Level ball, sign me up. Grab this. There's another Decidueye in here. Yep. I'm gonna put this on here. I'm gonna put this on here. Yeah, I'm gonna search and grab my other Decidueye here. So we can get 3 of those going. I'm gonna put this on here. This takes 10 less damage from attacks, right? So I'm gonna need to put 1 of my feather arrows onto that to knock it out. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks that have special energy attached to it. Okay, so this guy can still do damage too. So let's go ahead and Feather Arrow this for 20. And then my Razor Leaf is going to do 80 to it, so that's fine. So let's Feather Arrow that one for 20 more. Let's Feather Arrow that one for 20 more. And let's Razor Leaf and knock this nerd out. I'm really bad about remembering those things usually, but I caught myself that time. So that's good. So this guy allows him to attach energies from his discard pile back onto these things. And the sweet thing here is even if this is able to get an attack going, like Sunsteel Strike only does 230, and our guy has 240 hit points. So unless they get a focus band in here, they're not going to be able to one-shot us. Are we ending here? Deal. Deal. Hand's kind of medium. I'll happily take a new random 5. So he's got 270 hit points left right now. Our other Rowlet is dead. That's unfortunate. That'll be there in just a second, bud. That'll be there in just a second. He's gonna finish his game, and then I'll come see your train. It's our turn. Wow, they just didn't have anything to do. All right, well, now we're certainly item locking them, right? Maybe, not really. Nah, let's just... Am I just, like, using my GX ability here? I think I'm just using my GX ability to get my Rowlet back. Yeah, I think so. Let's grab Rowlet, Computer Search, and a Trainers Mail. That seems fine. We're going to kill this next turn regardless. Oh. Could have played around that. That makes sense on an item that they didn't want to play last turn, so maybe I should Seismitoad. Hopefully that doesn't cost us the game. Maybe I should have spread these out probably. Hoglund. Hoglund? Opponent still has nothing going on. They put energy on that instead of on this. Weird. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball, ditch this and this. Oh no! My other Decidueye is prized. That's sad. Now I'm sad. Huh. Yeah, so that since that's prized, I'm actually gonna Lysandre and knock out one of these Shaymins. That's a good idea. So let's go Feather Arrow, 20 here, and then we'll stack 40 on the back here. And then Razor Leaf to knock this out. Grab 2 prizes. Rats! None of those are my Decidueye. So 3 prizes left here. You have Verse Seekers, 2 Verse Seekers left in my deck. This is probably going to be the Soul Burst. You know, I probably should have put 20 on here. Yeah, I should have put 20 on here. That's definitely what should have happened there. They've only got 10 cards left in their deck, so they might not have 5 energies to go get if they don't Super Rod here. Yeah, I definitely should have only put 20 on here, though. Because this has 170 hit points on it, so that means it's going to take me 3 turns. Didn't have another energy to get for that, so that's good for us. Let's put this on here. And then let's Trainer Mail, try and find a Verse Seeker. Grab that, fine. Probably get a computer search for the Verse Seeker if we miss it on this. Float Stone's not bad. So let's go ahead and computer search, spin these two. Go get VS Seeker. Can VS Seeker for Lysandre. I'm going to slide Float Stone on here just in case we need that for later. Lysandre the Shaymin. I'm going to stack 60 points of damage on this guy back here. You want a candy? Hopefully find our last Decidueye so we can knock this out next turn. It's the last prize. That's annoying. Oh. Oh, that's pretty good. Well then. I don't really have a Dark Dragons list that I like in Expanded. Sweet. Knock that off. Feather Arrow. It's going to take us a little while stacking up 40 at a time on here, and part of that's my fault. We'd have one less turn left. We'd have one less turn of having to do this if I would have, if I'd have waited. Let's go ahead and Quaking Punch here. This attack does 20 more for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. No, the regional that's coming up is Expanded that I'm playing at. Oh, you're asking, did I see the deck list? Sure, I saw the deck list. Wow, we're actually going to lose this game because this thing can't take damage from things that have special energy on them. Actually, I think I'm just going to end here. Just like, how many Verse Seekers are they through? 3? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna end here. I'm going to play my Toad out and then end. I'm doing this just going to put my opponent down to 3 cards, which makes it pretty unlikely that they'll be able to, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a Float Stone on here and retreat this to my other one. We need 2 turns of using our Decidueye attacks here to knock this out and collect our last prize. Got 170 hit points. We need to do 40 twice to it. Yes, the item lock still works, but like my opponent's items aren't super. Oh, I'd be item locking the Verse Seeker, sure, but I didn't want him to knock out this Toad. They'd have been able to knock my Toad out this turn. Hey, look at that. Let's knock one of these off of here. Feather Arrow. Feather Arrow. Trainer Mail, see if we find another Float Stone. Verse Seeker. Oh, Olympia actually is perfect. Let's go ahead and Olympia to my Decidueye here, I think. I already played a supporter because I knocked out his energy, right? Whatever. Whatever. Even if he knocks this out here, the Decidueyes are going to knock this out next turn. Probably getting a max potion here. You like sweet tarts? You're a sweetie. But just figuring out if there's items in their deck that get them out of this position. Probably not, because like even if they max potion this, they probably can't beat me before they deck, right? Pokemon hard to get into if you're coming from Magic. It's if you're Pokemon is not like Magic at all, unlike a lot of games. So just check out this video here. Pokemon in general isn't hard to get into. Retreat this here, and then we sit here and Feather Arrow this down. I'm not sure what his line is to actually win the game, but we have a plan at least. I could have like switched into this other one. Like maybe these guys take enough energies to attack that I should have put Seismitoad up and just started punching this. It's very, very possible. Just like throw this Seismitoad up and start punching this. I really don't want to risk it getting attacked and knocked out though, but I guess we can afford them to take 2 prizes. I don't know if they actually have an ability to... Well played. Yep, they're drawing the rest of their deck here. I don't think they actually have the ability left to win the game anymore. And I'll pass to them, and they're out of cards in their deck, so... They lose. Alright. It smells like I need to change a diaper again here really quick, so I will be right back. I'll put the deck list up here on screen. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to play for another hour or so. Don't go anywhere, folks. I think we're going to play some Rainbow Road when we get back here.